Hello, everybody. Oh my god. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is everyone doing? Oh my god. Hi. I'm moving. Hello, everybody. As much as I don't usually introduce things, but I think today I kind of have to. But hello, everybody. I am Clawmark from NIJISANJI En I. Yeah. It's December. The year's ending. It's Christmas time. It's a little festive. Now you guys might also be wondering why. Obviously, we were teasing a little bit with the first outfit, but I mean, you know, now here we are today because it's a little different. It's a 3D stream. It's a 3D. But yeah. It has been a bit. It's been jam-packed week, lots of things that are happening. But you know, now I'm 3D and now I can actually move hands. Wow. Hey guys. Yes. It is what I believe to be around the evening for Pacific time. So yeah. Well, moving. Yeah, he can throw hands. Yes. I hope everyone's doing good. Today, we're gonna be introducing a little bit of something really cool. So, first things first, you might be wondering what the stream might be. So, I think we want to introduce our collab today with Arbiter Studio, the company we have decided to collaborate with. So, stop. If you could please. Yeah. So, Arbiter Studio happens to be a US-based company that happens to be working in the peripheral industry with designers and engineers who happen to be doing a lot of keyboards and mice. So this here is their mission statement. At Arbiter Studio, we're a close-knit group of experts with a keen focus on gaming hardware. Our designers and engineers are zealots who create products crafted for both gamers and hardware enthusiasts, thrive on embracing new innovations, staying at the forefront of trends, sharing our passions with community, and commitment. Sorry, I have to move a little bit. Commitment to cutting edge technology and design fueled by boundless enthusiasm is the heartbeat of Arbiter Studio brand. Now, I'm glad to hear that there is companies out there who are doing phenomenal things in the peripheral space, and I am so very glad to be collaborating with them today. So, shall we take a look at some design examples? Yeah. So, with the release of the Arc 60 as well as the new Akitsu, as well as the Arc 65, I'm really excited to be checking out some stuff today. But yeah, but they're very nice of the vibe. They got really tech, more of a focus on the peripheral. So I'm really excited for that. So, you guys know the big news, right? You guys know what we're all here today for. So whatever could we be doing today with Arbiter? And those of you who stick around to the very end, there might even be a little bit more news. So pack right full to the end, so stay tuned. Yes, that's right. Cleabor? I couldn't read that. Yes, that's right. So Arbiter Studio and me, Clawmark, as well as Shu Yamino, both of NIJISANJI En are doing a collab with Arbiter Studio. So, you can get the next slide. Very first gaming hardware collab with Arbiter Studio is out. Currently, the pre-order period started back in November, and it is currently going on until December 25th, which is also in 20 days. So yeah, it's going to be ending at 11:59 p.m. on December 25th in Pacific, and around 4:59 p.m. on the 26th of JST. Speaking of which, as you guys might have already seen on social media, if you guys checked it out at Tokyo Game Show this year. So the very first reveal of this was done at TGS this year at the Arbiter Studio booth. I don't know if a lot of people happen to see it on social media. I happened to got to see it in person. I thought it was really cool. TGS was really fun. So being able to actually see my physical keyboard there was really cool. So yeah, we kind of didn't say anything just to keep the surprise going, and I'm glad that we can finally announce it now. So, all right, let's get to the more important information on how to purchase. Next slide, please. So, currently, our collaboration hardware can be pre-ordered from Arbiter Studio's website. Please make sure to check out the URL in the description. Yeah, so do it now. Also, it is also available on Fumo Collection as well. So, shipping isn't just limited to Japan or the US. It is currently available for delivery worldwide. So, for detailed shipping information, please check Arbiter Studio's website as well as Fumo Collection. So, I know a lot of people have to be very, very excited, and I'm glad that it is doing very well for some people. But let's take a look at the special key visual specifically for this collab. So, not only for our full-scale visual, but also with the background as well. So, yeah. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with my key visual. Yeah. I think for me, there was a lot of inspiration when it came to my second outfit, mostly my FPS outfit. So I wanted something that was mostly a focus on more tactical look, a more tactical feeling, as well as, being very distinct with what I was kind of looking for. I really wanted something similar to a pistol that I happen to be very familiar with, as well as, the mask and the gloves are a must. It is core to me. It's important to me. They had to be there, But also, I wanted something to also add to the feel a little bit. Combat boots, harness, holsters, etc. So yeah. And I know a lot of people were talking about, exposed skin. Wow. Hey, but listen, it was a design choice. There's a nice mesh in front of it to keep it, in line. So, there was a lot that kind of went into the design process specifically. For me, I did want to talk about the background. So the background itself was a big design point for me, because it was important that depending on what this would be used for. Now, when I was told that this was actually going to be used on a glass pad, which actually made me very, very excited, because colors do show just so much better on glass, ironically enough. I was kind of worried that if it was not going to be on the cloth pad, that it'd be a little bit faded out, or it'd be a little too washed out. But after being able to know that it was going to be on the glass pad, I'm so glad that it was a lot more vibrant. Really shows really well. So it's incredibly well done, and I'm very happy that it is the way that it is. But yeah. As a result, I kind of wanted to go with something that was a little more, a very, very vibrant, very, very colorful. That also kept a really cool tone as well. So going with the very rooftop, cyberpunk type, skyscraper type vibe, I think was something that I was very, very happy to see as well. Yeah, I'm glad to know that people are also liking it. I'm glad I'm getting the glass pad as well. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see. But yeah, lighting is awesome. It was very, very cool. So, but yeah, next up, not only is my design here as well, but next up is shoes as well. Yeah, that's my guy right there. That's my guy. I know him. But as for shoes design, he specified that he wanted something like a darker outfit that also still maintained just a very subtle color palette from his previous outfits as well, and also wanted to kind of play into the techwear vibe as well. I think he wanted to keep also parts of his past self, so to speak, with a lot of the bones and the feathers, and in terms of weapons, I think he wanted to do the sniper rifle, which was his main choice, as well as something something else that also kind of gives another vibe, which is the katana as well. So, as for the pose as well, he wanted something very, very dynamic, something that really exuded more confidence than anything. So, I think it really, really shows here as well. Yeah, I think let's talk a little bit more about the background specifically for him, because very, very, very unique, very original that he wanted a volcano. You know, for me, that I went something with a little more urban. He also seemed to go with something that, you know, matched the vibe a little bit with like the vibe of Bones, you know. So it being in like a desert, being in like a tropical area, a dinosaur bones fire, and you know, just playing around with the elements. Did bro know the dinosaurs? Bro knew them. Bro been there. Bro been there till they boned. Yes. Very, 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 very well done. I'm very, very happy with how a lot of the key visual looks and the way that it looks on other products as well. It's honest to God, really, really awesome to see it in person, especially. You know, so thank you everyone. I'm really thrilled that our ideas turned into such wonderful key visuals. These key visuals are made into reality by Inooka-san. So thank you so much, Inooka-san. Very, 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 very happy. So, how about we move on to the next section, which is the lineup of hardware as well. So, this time around, we did a keyboard, a glass mouse pad, as well as cloth mouse pad, or multiple pads, I guess. But before we move on to that, also, it seems that we have a special message from the CEO of Arbiter Studio in choosing the products for this collaboration as well. So, Staff-san, if you could show us the message. So, we chose to work with Shu and Claude because they are active FPS gamers who care deeply about the hardware they use, especially high-end Hall effect keyboards. Knowing the level of gear that they rely on, we aim to exceed that standard for this collaboration. The keycap elements, outfit design, and pad direction came directly from their ideas, and we focused on turning that vision into reliable, high-performance products. That is from the Arbiter Studio CEO, Baron Lee. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, and thank you for such the kind message. But let's move on towards the main attraction, so to speak. First thing, the keyboard. The model we collaborated with is the ARC65 8K-HE. So if we can get the next slide. Yes. The newest and top of the line for the latest lineup. So I still think it's crazy that we got a chance to design a lot of this stuff. So so moving on to the key features. So at the center of this collaboration is a keyboard built for performance, designed especially for FPS. It features the newest Hall effect technology with 0.001 millimeters rapid trigger responsiveness and 8K polling for ultra fast input. The frame itself is a full CNC aluminum milled aluminum chassis with real weight and stability, paired with a carbon fiber plate for crisp, controlled typing feel. Dual LEDs deliver brighter and more even RGB lighting, and everything can be customized through our easy-to-use web app for adjusting actuation, lighting, and settings. This is the fastest, most refined keyboard we've produced to date. So, I just want to say, it is a phenomenal keyboard. I've been loving the feel of this. I've been using it for a couple days. Honestly, probably some of the most solid product quality that I've had in a long time. Feels great. Switches are nice. All around, the heftiness and the sound, I think is a very, very key point for me. I want something that has heft to it, that doesn't slide around too much, that really has the weight behind it. And honestly, the frame has been something that I've been really, really happy with. So, yeah. Another thing too is the web app. I actually am very, very happy about this. We can get the next slide about this. Yeah, the Arc web app, where you have easy access to pretty much every setting, whether that be changing the polling rate, whether that be macros, whether that be adjusting the actuation points, rapid trigger, which I'm very, very happy about, as well as other, extra features such as SOCD, something that I happen to use a lot, specifically for the games that I play. So very, very happy to see that there's a lot of accessibility options for the Arc Web app as well. Yeah. Additionally, that also means that out of the box, you don't need to be downloading anything. You can just connect it. If you have a compatible browser, you can adjust the settings through there. So it is honestly really, really cool. But moving on, we do want to showcase the Claude model. Yes. Guys, it's my keyboard. For me, the keyboard design is pretty much everything that I was kind of looking for. A lot of the emblem designs, a lot of stuff that kind of harkens back to a lot of different aspects of all my different outfits and stuff like that. But also, is being able to put out claws on the caps lock and being able to kind of showcase that. It's pretty much everything that I was looking for. So I'm very, very happy with that. But not only mine, why don't we take a look at Shu's keyboard as well? So, with Shu's keyboard, you happen to see a lot of very distinct Shu motifs. With the Yaminian escape key, as well as some of Shu's very iconic drawings on both the shift key, spacebar, as well as the enter key. Stuff that really screams Shu Yamino. But yeah, while mine is a little more, tactical, a little more formal in some sense, you get a feel of personality with Shu's more than anything. So I know a lot of people might be wondering, why so high spec of a keyboard? Why is this, decently highly priced, as well as why this might be the keyboard that you might pick up. For me personally, as the CEO said, I care very much so about what I'm using. For me, when it comes to games, because when I'm playing competitive stuff, equipment kind of matters to me more than anything. So, I think I want to be competing, or if I want to be ranking, with something that is in line with, current competitive standards, so to speak. So, as a result, with it being 8K polling, with it being I want to, I cannot stress this enough, just how solid of a keyboard this is in terms of feel. I believe these come stock with Jade Airs, so just the overall feel of it feels incredible to type on, it feels great to play with, just everything about it. It is, you're paying for quality more than anything. It's something that is done with so much care, so much QA, it's just awesome. So if you're looking for something that can really get you through pretty much any game, it's a great size for a lot of FPS related things. It's something that I think you can kind of carry with you to pretty much any game as is. So if you're looking for something endgame, moreover, this might be your go-to. So beyond that, why don't we move on to the next one in the product line, is the Lunar Speed Glass Pad. So, not only do we have the keyboard, but we also have the glass pad, which comes with an ultra smooth surface, comfortable rounded edges, as well as a custom silicone base for stability. I will say, this doesn't move. It is a great. This thing is, it does. I've been able to use it for a little bit. Hasn't moved an inch. Hasn't moved at all. It's super grippy. It's awesome. The surface itself feels great. There's no weird texturing. I haven't run into any issues in terms of moisture retention, anything like that. So it's just been awesome to be working with. Yeah, and also I would say the rounded corners also help out a lot when it comes to if I move my hand too fast or if I go to the edge, anything like that. It's smooth. It's very nice feeling. The rounded edges also make it so that the bottom of my wrist also don't start kind of feeling like it kind of cuts into it, so to speak. So it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, why don't we take a look at the designs for the glass pad itself? Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I am actually so glad the way that the design actually pops through on the pad itself. it really feels like it has depth to it. It is honestly just an awesome feeling pad right now. So not only mine, but you also have shoes available as well. Also being able to pop out a lot of that key visual design as well. You know, you see a lot of the colors. Yeah. So, I think a lot of people are wondering, you know, why would you need a glass pad, or, you know, what a glass pad is, or, you know, if you're not too used to using a glass pad, you know, what else can you be using it for? So, I think a lot of people have been moving in the peripheral space to glass pads. You know, the people want the speed. People want the ability to target switch a lot faster. People want to be able to get a different texture for what they're aiming on. And glass is kind of just the step in the next direction, right? So for people who are looking for that speed, people who are wanting that very smooth movement as they aim, moreover, a glass pad is a very nice option to kind of go with. Now, I know for some people who may not be very involved with aim or gaming in general, you know, they might be wondering, like, why would I want a mouse pad? But I will say, as an actual, like, display centerpiece, it is a very solid, very solid option. Honestly, if I was not using this as like a pad itself, I would be honestly very comfortable as having this as just like on a stand or on the wall, or just having this as like a display piece. It is very, very nice. It is almost the equivalent of like a very quality like print that I would probably put on the wall. So, you know, for me, I think I've been wanting to try glass pad for quite some time. I've had my fair share of experience with some other ones, but this one has been absolutely phenomenal. I've been very, very happy to use it thus far, and I can't wait to be trying it out on a lot of other games that require a lot of tracking. So hopefully I can push some PBs with this thing as well. So not only do we have the glass pad, but also last but not least, we do have the cloth pads as well. Yeah. So if you're not too interested in the glass pad, or if it's just not something that you're quite used to, we do have the regular cloth pads as well. Side stitches, you know, only just about 3 millimeters in thickness, high density formed core with excellent cushioning, the backside of rubber to stop slipping. It's similar in the sense that it will not move an inch. It is very, very solid when it comes to, you know, being able to put force into it. The actual feel of it is very, very nice on the skin too as well. So if you're looking for a standard cloth pad as well, we do have that option as well. So alongside the design, we also happen to come with 2 sizes specifically for the cloth pad. So while we do have the standard 500 by 400 millimeter size, we do also happen to have the full desk width that comes for the key visual for both, with 900 by 400 millimeters as well. So yeah. It's an option for those of you who are looking for a, you know, just a full desk mat, or if you happen to just need a mat or a pad in general, it's a very, very nice option as well. So, beyond just showcasing the product itself, why don't we actually see it in motion? So, staff has also prepared a video as well, so if we could please switch over to that. Checking. Oh my god, it's me and my boy. I know that guy. Guys, I know him. Yeah, I really like the full lighting. I think, you know, saying RGB. For me personally, I like a really solid lighting, but very nice to know that there's a lot of multiple lighting options as well. Yeah. Oh my god, I know these streamers. I know these guys. Yeah. Also, if you'll see from a little bit on the actual casing itself, there's just like that really slight glitter sheen to it. It is such a nice touch, and it's really, really cool. Yeah. Speaking of which, I think that is another key point for me. I really, really, really like the matte finish on the casing itself. It is such a nice feel. So shoe design as well. It's got everything. The cloth pad is massive. Yeah, it's like you'll realize the numbers mean one thing, but once you see it, you'll see it. Also, to preface, these are not my hands, by the way. Thank you, Snapshot, for doing this. Oh yeah, by the way, puppet is not included. Yeah, comes with a cable. Very, very, very nice. Also, just for a disclaimer, by the way, the actual packaging itself is not going to come in like a straight black box. There will be different packaging once these start to ship out as well. Ooh. I really like the Jade Air sounds. It is a very nice feel. I love the sound thus far. So. I gotta give it a minute. I gotta give it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that they added that in. But yes, also, this is the glass pad. So, one thing to note is that while in the video itself that there is a lot of light reflecting off of it, it is very, very clear in person. I'll say that much. So, I will say, you really got to see it for yourself. I think this is something that you kind of have to experience. Yeah. It's a very solid feel. I think that's another thing about this glass pad as well, is specifically just, it is a very solid piece. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think that does it for the video. So thank you so much, Staff-san. I appreciate it. Yeah. Honestly, it's everything thus far, the product lineup. I am extremely happy to be a part of this and be able to work with Arbiter. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it's just great. It's great. It's still kind of crazy to me to feel like, you know, that these I get a keyboard. That's a keyboard reel, you know? So yeah, it is a privilege, to say the least. Yeah, I think before we decide to close out, we do have got a bit of time. So I think comes the part where I actually get to try it out a little bit, and I think I can kind of talk about it a little bit more through a bit of gameplay, actually. Yeah. So hopefully, we'll see if we can queue into some games. So for the time being, just to kind of let you guys know what I'm going to be using, I will currently be using the ARC65, my version, as well as the glass pad. For the mouse, I will be currently using the Endgame Gear XM2 that I typically use. This one's the one I'm just used to. And we're going to be trying out just a little bit of Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6, because that's what I've been doing in my off time. And I've been enjoying it a little bit. Yeah. I guess I can talk a little bit more about my settings as well. I typically use a very low actuation force. It's basically like 0.1 just about. And my rapid trigger is set to about like 0.3. Usually I use like a static lighting color. I don't, sometimes it gets a little distracting, sometimes not. So right now it is like a current solid white. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to share this keyboard config or profile at some point in time. No mouse acceleration? Absolutely not. Yeah, I think we're good to switch over. Yeah, hopefully we can queue into something. Ideally, if not, then it may take a bit of time. But I can talk a little bit more about, you know, my experience with everything so far. Yeah, game time. I've been wanting to play Battlefield for some time. But yeah, I'm not great at it, that's for sure. But I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Sorry, let me like move some stuff around just a little bit.
Strike team, you are clear to engage.
Yeah.
Eliminate all targets. All right, our forces are winning. Keep it up.
Oh, he's won. Oh. Something that kind of because I come primarily from playing with a lot of cloth pads. Usually, I kind of have a bit of a tough time adjusting to a lot of the speed, because for me this feels a lot faster than what I'm typically used to. For context though, I don't use full PTV skates. I do use dot skates, which I will recommend specifically for glass pads. Something that kind of comes with using glass specifically is that your mouse skates will wear out a lot faster than usual, and it's something to kind of be aware of. What can happen essentially after a while is that it can start to feel a little muddy, and that will mostly be because of the wear on your skates. So something to kind of keep in mind if that's something you're kind of interested in, and if you're wanting to start to main glass pads as well. Oh, he's gone. I think something that I'm just always not used to in Battlefield specifically is that no one wants to be rezzed. People don't, even if I'm playing support, they don't want to instant respawn. But I mean, that's the nature of TDM. This is glass on glass? Not necessarily, but you know. Well. Remember to clear your corners, because that's not what I do. Game style diff? It's something that I'm not used to necessarily, you know? I think when you come from a background of mostly tac shooters, once you start moving to things like Battlefield, you know, it's a very different experience to say the least. Please! Let me do my job, man! I just want to res! Yeah, so far, it's still something that kind of takes a lot to get used to in terms of like how much actual like force I need to put in to like move from one side to another. Yeah. Also, I do play with SOCD. SOCD primarily is your input will basically take over whatever your last input is. So for example, if I'm holding A and I press D, it'll automatically go to the right. But if I let go of D, it goes back to the left. So no matter what, like I can basically just switch directions whenever I need to. It's very nice for a lot of tac shooters. Helps with counter strafing. Helps with basically anything where you need to like have like really fast inputs. I typically use it for stuff like Overwatch as well. Especially for a lot of games that typically don't have any like set acceleration when it comes to like moving from one direction to another. Like for example, like in Battlefield, right? Like there's a stopping force and it takes like a split second to kind of accelerate back to full speed when you're moving left to right, which is not really a thing in some other games as well. Please. I'll do my job. Whew. Get down. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. I joined mid-game, so I didn't really have a choice, but you know, I always do enjoy a little bit of Battlefield, that's for sure. So we'll try and queue into like another one just real quick. But yeah, let's see. I think the size for me, I've always gone with 65. I think from my experience for a long time, I guess my progression when it came to keyboard specifically was when I was playing a little bit more competitively way back. You know, you kind of move to 10 keyless, and then you slowly move down to 65, and then you move to 60, and then I realized, oh, I kind of need a lot of my function keys again. So being able to kind of jump back onto 65, I think has been really, really nice. I kind of really value having a delete key and a page up and down for me personally. So being able to be on the 65 has been very, very nice in terms of like quality of life. I think 60 is very nice if you're looking for something that is like, I need something small, I need something to game on. Awesome. But a 65 I think kind of has the size, but also the utility just enough to kind of not get in the way, you know? Yeah. I think it does take a little bit of getting used to when it comes to changing your actuation force. Because this is something that is kind of unique to a lot of these Hall effect keyboards, which is, I guess, something to kind of keep in mind, or rather, I think for some people who don't really know what like rapid trigger is, or like, you know, how actuation force works, or how Hall effects works in general. Hall effect kind of functions in the way where no matter where you're pushing down, it is a very analog input, right? So for example, I want you to think about, you know, for example, in a game where you have a walk and a run function, right? Some games where you move a stick just like a little bit, you'll walk. You move a stick all the way, it'll run. Similarly, in terms of keyboards, it's going to be a similar situation where you push down a little, it's going to walk. You push down a lot, it's going to run. But in actual implementation for Hall effect, it is essentially like, oh, I can push down just a little bit, but the second I release it, it's going to stop. Much faster than what you'd find on a typical mechanical keyboard. Versus something, now the second that I happen to push down and a little bit more force when I already had the key pressed, it's going to kind of go back into being an input. So it helps a lot for when you need a lot of fast inputs specifically. How does rapid trigger interact with shooting inaccuracy and from movement? That one depends, more particularly for the style of game. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, there was another on the floor. So that's more of like an individual game thing where you kind of want to deal with counter strafing, you kind of want to deal with being able to change directions really fast. And once you kind of get the input down with rapid trigger, it gets infinitely easier to do. Come on, buddy. I'm pretty sure this guy's like around the corner. I saw one walk in. Two walk in. I'm not getting caught this time. Oh, I'm getting naded out. Speaking of which, okay, I do need to kind of talk about this a little bit specifically for Battlefield, by the way. One thing I really like when it comes to adjusting sensitivity in this game is the ability to actually see what the actual calculations are for what DPI and how far this will go. I play usually on... Ironically enough, something that I have experienced a lot with GlassPad thus far is that I need to play on a significantly lower sensitivity because of how fast this thing goes. Typically for a lot of tracking style games or stuff that has like a lot of like, oh, I need to follow a target, for example, I will usually be on like 35 to 40 centimeters per 360, but for GlassPad I have to up that to 45. So one more. Yeah. Yep. What? Okay. How's hipfire? Hipfire is like okay. It depends if you're playing. It's not like tac stance necessarily, but it's like if you're using like tac lasers and stuff like that, hipfire is not too bad, ironically enough. How would you explain that in non-technical terms, non-keyboard / mouse people? Smoother surface means goes way too fast. If too fast, slow it down, you know? You gotta slow it down. There's like zero effort that goes into like actually moving from like one direction to another. I think that is something that always throws me off. Something that I always struggle with is because I overflick a lot. So being able to kind of like readjust that like immediately without too much effort is also like a very nice feeling. So I think once I get a little bit more experience with it, once I'm able to kind of try out playing like Kovacs or trying, you know, we'll see. I think I do want to give it a shot playing with some Valorant though.
Enemy has secured the lead. Enemy forces have the upper hand. Let's regroup.
Come on, man. I just want to do my job. Ooh. Someone. Oh. And he's gone. Okay. I don't think I'm allowed to do my job. Even being a medic, it's never gonna be enough. Is there an advantage to a glass pad for mobile players? I would say yes, to be honest. Like I think I'd give it a shot playing some League or Dota. I think I'd want to see, only because I'm used to also using a really fast. I play on a relatively high sensitivity for League specifically. How's the maintenance for glass versus cloth pads? Is it similar? Specifically for, okay, so you do need to take care of these things a little bit differently. Cloth pads, usually I am washing them typically 3 to 4 months a time, or like every 3 to 4 months. With glass pads, I believe you just need to wipe it down. There sometimes, I think there's like specific cleaners. I think there are, you know, I use microfiber towels typically to kind of maintain mine. But also, one way to kind of maintain this a little bit more, specifically for glass pad, is if you play with a sleeve. Some people tend to use a lot of sleeves. I know a couple people who do. I think I know like 2 people who do actually. But yeah, sleeves are very helpful. It gets it to where it's a little more consistent on the actual glass itself. Also, kind of helps avoid the feeling of like sweat. Because over time, you will kind of sweat. The bottom of your wrist will also typically tend to stick to the glass pad as a result of it. But a way to kind of avoid that is with the sleeve. Would you say the glass pad would be slightly better for more movement-based games, more like Apex Legends? Yes. Oof.
We've taken the objective. Our forces are winning. Keep it up.
Hopefully we can finish this out in time. Oh! The shotgun hold. How's the control? I would say it is something that I need to get used to. Keep in mind, I've played on like a lot of different glass pads, or not glass pads, a lot of cloth pads more so. So taking the time to kind of get used to the lack of stopping power is something that is taking me a little bit, that's for sure. Ooh. There we go.
Our forces have secured the objective.
Take what you can carry!
Hey, buddy. I know it is not typical Battlefield, but also I am a nasty, I like to flank way more on medic for some reason.
Our forces have secured the objective.
You run past? I don't know if I saw this. Come on, buddy. Okay. Remember, guys, check your corners. Check your corners, man. I also am playing at like a very low volume, so I could barely hear where he went.
Our forces are still winning. Good work.
Oh, come back up. Peek, peek, peek. Hey, you! Oh, no, come back.
Grab what you can.
Okay, that's a lot more than I'd like. Nades. Nice.
We have the objective.
Woohoo! Ooh. Man, shotguns with range in this game always got me messed up. Oh my god, I can finally do my job. Oh! So someone was behind the car. Light work, light work. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it, man. It takes me a little bit, you know? Hey, have some healing. Bad. God. Ah, there we go. Cool. Not bad. Yeah. All right, not bad, not bad. Oh, that was a good one to end on, not gonna lie. Okay, that about does it for just a quick Battlefield demo. So, yeah, let's switch back real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of stuff that I did like about the pad itself. Also, they have given me the option to write this out, but also they were like, "Oh, you draw," and I was like, So they gave me the option to kind of jot down what I actually did like about the experience thus far. You know, I don't know how I would draw glass necessarily. Minecraft glass. Whoa, so fast. Yeah. I will say so far, you know, my biggest thing about the glass pad itself is the speed. I really like the ability to kind of just not, you know, there's no need to kind of put an extra force like stop, or rather to, you know, move in the opposite direction. It's so easy to do. Similarly, God, I don't know how do I draw a keyboard? I've never thought about this until now. How do I draw a keyboard? I need to make it known. My Mane-san is laughing at me right now. It looks like a charcoal grill. Pretend this is on stands now, and then just the meat. Anyway, yeah, the case itself, very, very nice. I love the feeling of aluminum. I think it helps out a lot with the sound. I think something that I'm actually very, very impressed by is the carbon fiber plate in there. Typically, you know, when it comes to a lot of different keyboards using like, or for most custom keyboards, you would just put like a metal plate, or you'd use like I believe some people like to put foam, some people like to put plastic, just anything to kind of dampen the sound a lot, you know. So I think for me personally, I actually really like the feeling of the metal plate. It helps out a lot with the sound. The feeling is very nice, you know. So I actually really liked it a lot. I think the feel of it is something that I've kind of been. What I would say is that stock Jade Airs with this setup is absolutely phenomenal. I think for something that is out the box, feels great, sounds great, I don't have to touch anything, that's kind of what I'm looking for, you know. So for me, that's kind of the highlight point of it. It is just so easy to set up. I think the other thing being is like the fact that it is super fast to set up. You know, I go to a website, I connect it real quick, I adjust what I'm kind of looking for, and what's done is done. Yeah. No modding needed, absolutely no modding needed. And if that's your cup of tea, and if you want to do mod stuff, then that's entirely up to you. You know? So yeah. I think the out the box experience is kind of the highlight point for me. I think I want to take some more time to kind of explore the web app a little bit more. I want to try to do a little bit more with the other, you know, what just the limits of Rapid Trigger as well specifically. Being able to, I actually hadn't tried the SOCD function until like now. So fast. Oh wow, SOCD, AD. How do I explain this? The after images. The super serious in place jumps. Can we get a typing test with the keyb? I'll say this right now. I did this before. I think I hit like 130. on this board itself right now, like right before this stream, I did a typing test to see 130 words per minute. So I like it a lot. It's very nice. Yeah. Yeah. I think that about does it for me. I don't really think about it. So yeah, just 1 second. Yeah. Let's just take a quick look at the overview of the collab one last time. So, I did say that there were some good news right before the end of this stream. So paper noises, yeah, you can hear the. So, again, as a reminder, you know, the special collab between Arbiter Studio and both me, Clawmark, and Shirumino from NIJISANJI EN is available for a limited time. So again, the pre-order period has already begun, and it is currently only going to the 25th of December, which is roughly about 20 days, just remember. So again, you can place your pre-order by doing so on the Arbiter Studio website, as well as Fuma Collection. Worldwide shipping, be sure to check. Yeah. So remember to place your order. You still have time. Listen. If there is someone in your life, I know full well that some of you need to get your relatives. I know that you got a gamer in your life. And you might be thinking, what do I get them for Christmas? What do I what better way to do one of three things, or rather three things in total, right? You give someone a precious gift on the holidays. You get them something that is super, it helps their experience so much more. But then also you then proceed to give them a gift of now exposing them to both me and Shu. So now they know who we are. And then they're gonna be like, who are these guys? Said your gamer nephew who has zero idea what's going on. He's gonna be like, who are these guys? And then they're gonna check us out and they're gonna be like, oh my god, these guys play video games. These guys play FPS games. And then they'll keep coming back. So set up your fellow the gamer in your life for life by then exposing them to our streams later. Yeah. Not only that, so while you can also place the pre-order now, last but not least, for those of you who stuck around to the very end, there is a bit of a surprise. So keep an eye out on the Arbiter Twitter accounts as well, because there is going to be a giveaway and there is a chance to win one of the products. So be sure to follow them on social media as well. They're tagged in my posts. Check their websites. Socials are all there as well. So if you happen to be thinking I can luck out possibly, you do have the possibility of winning a giveaway. And you could be one lucky winner. And if anything, you could also then proceed to be that lucky winner. But if you already purchased one, you now have two, and then you can use that as a Christmas gift to give to your fellow gamer in life. And I think is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful to be able to expose the people in your life to a VTuber who you happen to watch and also give them a really, really cool product? I think that's awesome. I think that's I think if anything, enriching the people in your life with the knowledge that you have and being able to kind of give them the experience that you also happen to have here on the Clawmark channel. I think it is a good thing. Spread love and joy throughout the world. Anyway, once again, thank you so much, Arbiter. I'm very, very happy to be collaborating with them, and I'm super happy with the product line that's come out. It is honestly a dream come true to be able to do something of this sort. So yeah, I think it's still a crazy experience to kind of say that I have a glass pad or I have a keyboard. Yeah, I think God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's really cool. But really, the biggest thanks to Arbiter for making this happen. It is honestly a privilege, and I'm incredibly thankful for the opportunity as well. So I think that just about does it for us here. Once again, thank you to Steph-san for everything, for managing the stream as well, and for anybody who's happening to tune in to kind of check out the stream. Yeah, that about does it. That's the end. I will see you guys in the future, aka probably like later tonight. I don't know. I'll make another stream later. All right, bye guys. Goodbye. Bye.